Hello, this is Diamond from Diamond Shine Soap. I'm excited to see you today. Today we are going to make some summer duck freshies. But before we get into the freshies, I want you to go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss the free videos, free recipes, the things that I put on the channel. Now guys, I do have a Patreon. It's full of candle making recipes, skincare recipes, so much is there. If you go in the description box, you will not be disappointed. All right, let's go ahead and talk about what we will be doing today. Okay, so first things first, you want to go ahead and take some glitter and just kind of paint your freshie mold. Try not to pile up too much because if you do, it will affect your bake, meaning they won't bake properly. So you can't use too much mica and too much glitter. All right, so once you evenly coat it and you know you got it all worked out, then we're going to go ahead and start putting our beads in. And by the way, I did get this glitter from Hobby Lobby. Now, because the duck has a little beak, we're going to separate the colors. So take you a piece of paper or a card. Usually I use a credit card, but because, of course, I'm on this video, I can't use it. So I'm just going to use this card and you're going to go ahead and put your beads in. Now, I did my duck backwards. I used orange and yellow for the beak on accident. I wasn't thinking about it, but I ended up making two and it came out pretty cute. Now, you're going to need a nail also. This nail will be for the string that you use to hold it up in the car. Now go ahead and start pouring in your beads, and you want to make sure you fill it all the way up because as you bake it, it will go down just a little bit. So you want to fill it all the way up to the top as much as you can. Now go ahead and just press them in and make sure you don't knock that nail over, okay? And make sure that nail is sitting up straight and it's not leaning. Next thing you want to do is fill in your beak. Go ahead and press that in too. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and turn your oven on 350 degrees, allow it to preheat, and then you're going to go ahead and pop these in the oven for about 13 minutes. Sometimes 13 minutes isn't enough, okay? I find myself using these molds and it take a little bit longer. Some molds that I use take 13 minutes, but these molds are pretty thick. So usually they're in there for about 15 minutes. So guys, a few weeks ago, or maybe like a week ago, I came on the channel and I was doing like a live and I was preparing my freshie beads. These ain't the beads that I was using because usually I let my beads sit for about a month. These are some that were sitting previously. But I want to let you guys know this. On that video, I taught you how to prepare your freshie beads, exactly how much oil to use. If you can go back to that live, you will get exactly what you need to prepare your beads. I gave out the recipe for free, okay? So take a blast to the past and just go back about maybe 3-4 videos, probably about 4 videos, and you'll find it, okay? Okay, so how will I know if my freshies are done baking? All I have to do is take my finger and put my finger on the beads, and if they lift up, they're not finished, okay? That's the best way to determine if they are finished. And also, the shape will change. Like you'll see that they all flatten out and they just kind of bind together. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and pull your freshie out of the mold when it's completely cool. Don't do it while it's still hot, because if you do it while it's still hot, you'll mess the shape up, okay? It will not be good. And you want to go ahead and press the nail out of it, okay? And just sit the nail to the side. Once you sit the nail to the side, we're going to go ahead and decorate our duck freshie, okay? Now go ahead and grab you some of that. I think it's like 98% alcohol. You get the highest percent that they sell at Walmart. Put about 4 drops into your acrylic mate color, okay? Because you have to use the mate. And once you do that, go ahead and shake it up. And now I want to go ahead and replace it with my needle tip nozzle, okay? So that I can start painting the outside of my freshie. So now I'm going to go ahead and start going around and just outlining. And I'm only painting one part of the freshie. Guys, this is completely optional. You could leave it just how it is if you don't want to do all of that, because some people will be like, that's just too much. But for me, it just really adds a lot of detail to the freshie and it brings it out a little bit more. The next thing you want to do is grab you some yellow glitter. And what this is going to do is simply highlight it and just cause the color to pop a little bit more. And you want to sprinkle that glitter all around everywhere you laid your acrylic matte paint. It is very important that you do it while it's still wet and you don't let it dry. Now, go ahead and just dump this off onto some paper. Now, listen, you want to make sure that you use a sheet of paper so that you can easily pour this back into the glitter, because we don't want to just be wasting stuff, okay? Now we're going to paint the inside so that we can put glitter on the inside of it. First, let me take a paintbrush and just clean this up a little bit, because it's going to be pretty hard to get that paint to stick properly with all of that glitter stuck to the inside of it, okay? So just get you a paintbrush and just go around and just clean it up to the best of your ability. When it's not all the way dry, you don't want to just, knock into the lines and everything that you already did. So just be very careful when you're cleaning it up, okay? So that you don't mess it up. Go ahead and color the middle, because after that we are going to add some glitter. Okay, so now I made sure all of my lines were filled in. I'm going to go ahead and just pile my glitter and just knock it off there, of course, dump it off. And now I'm going to use my brush and just kind of clean it up. But the best cleaning really take place when it's completely dry, because you can just go a little bit harder and you don't have to worry about, just knocking into the middle. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my little cute glasses. Oh my God, they are so cute. And then I'm going to grab me some hot glue, guys, because now I am going to take it and I'm going to glue it on the front just like this, okay? So grab you some hot glue and just put it on the front. And then you want to just hold it until, that is dry. And that's it, guys. That is it. These are so cute. I just love them. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add some string so that we can put this up in our car. Now, this isn't just your average string. This is elastic, okay? So that, you can pull on it, yank on it, and it won't pop. Some people like using the twine method. I really don't like twine. I think that twine is very ugly. That just might just be my opinion, but it look kind of cheesy. I like it better with this string. So you're going to go ahead and tie a knot, and once it's finished, guys, it is finished, okay? Now you want to go ahead and put this in a smell-proof bag, and tomorrow I'm going to clean my... Now I ended up making a yellow one, and guys, the yellow one came out even better than the orange one. Oh my God. I scented them with a fruity scent, and these will be available on my website. If you want one, you can click the link in the description box and it'll take you to my website and you can purchase one instead of making it.